Okay, hello again. Right now I'm going to create simple chatter and listener packages, nodes inside a package for ROS application. So let's start. Again, in Google ROS, let's say we are going to first do with C++, chatter or subscribe or publisher. Chatter, publisher, they have same meaning. So here it is in wikiros.org, writing a simple publisher and subscriber. Open it. So first of all, we need to create a package. So let's see how we created package. ROS create package. Creating a ROS package, again in ROS wiki. So this is some description about the architecture of the package. So here it is. From here, what you have to do is to go to your src. So it was my workspace src. You go there and issue this command: cat can create package. Cat can create package. Then you choose a name for your package, like let's say it will be my package, and the next will be dependency of your package. Dependency means what you are going to use inside your package. So I know that I'm going to use a standard message. So these dependencies are the things that you can add after creating package. So if you know what is your dependency, just put it here. Like we use a standard message, and of course we will use one of the ROS CPP or ROS Pi, because we are going to write in C++ or Python. So I'm going to use both. So these two, and enter. So successfully created files. Let's see where it is. It was in my workspace. It was in src. It was in here. My package is ready and everything is ready. src again is empty. So let's continue and go to create some node inside source folder of my package. So first node I'm going to create is a simple publisher node. You come here and just copy and paste the whole code to start. I'm copying. So this is C++ code, C++ code, and of course you know C++, you can see C++ elements here. So yeah, come here, and I'm going to use simple text editor. So you can use whatever you want, like VS Code was the IDE we discussed a little bit. So here I'm going to just use a simple text note, just paste the code, and Ctrl S for save, and you have to save it inside the source of your package. So give it a name like 01.cpp. Don't forget the extension, it should be cpp. So as soon as you save it, the colors come, so you know that the format is right. Let's get rid of this comments. To see the code more clearly. Oops, I deleted something. Okay. So here it is. we have some elements as we discussed. We have some elements of ROS, initializing, node handle, publisher if we have publisher, subscriber. So this is the constant format. This is the constant structure in C++ for a chatter. I mean, you can of course do many changes, but this is the simplest chatter in C++ in ROS. So let's continue. We are going to these are the name. You can change it. So I'm not going to change those names. Let it be. So let us see what we have. Yeah, it is basically we create a standard message. We included the standard message here of type string. So we declare a message of this type. Then we create another string, string stream of type string of name ss. So this command will print out hello world. We'll put hello world inside the ss next to the count, and count is 0. And here we have a loop which will increase amount of count by 1 unit in every iteration of the loop. Here we put the data. ss contains hello world, and next to it the count, so it starts from 0 and increases 1 2 3 4. It increases, so you can say that it increases until the integer data type allows, so it will not be greater than the maximum amount of the integer. So you put the value inside the data, message data. So how do I know that I have to put it here? Let's see. So I was going to work on a standard message of type a string. So just do this in Google, standard string documents, and documents will be available. So let's see, what does it have? I'm making it okay. So the standard message of a string type, inside it has a string type. This is what we are expecting, and the name of the variable is data. So this is why I'm saying that the message of this type, I'm going to put a value inside variable data, because this is the name in the documentation. So message.data will be a string value. It is a string. Okay, so just save it. This is C++ code, so we need to add some lines into the CMake to make sure it is going to be compiled. So open your CMake list, and what was the code? I'm just going to find it from somewhere and copy paste it. You have it in your slide. So here it is. Oops. This tree line. Where is my CMake? Okay, just add it at the end of the CMake file and change the name. So this is the name that you choose, like my chatter, and this is the name of the source file 01. Again, repeat it for the rest. Let the rest be as default. So save it, close it, and here we think that it is ready to compile. Let's see. Let's open our workspace. So yeah, we created a 01, this file here, and we are going to build it. Oops, not from src. So here you see my chatter is built and everything is ready. So let's see if it works. To see if it works, we need to first have ROS core running. So let's run ROS core there. Open new tab. Don't forget to source. You have to source your bash inside devel. So do this. You're going to go to my workspace inside devel and then setup.bash. This is the file. Let me show you. Inside workspace devel, and this is the setup bash. You have to source it. So this is ready. Whatever package you made is available right now to run. So we have ROS core running. Let's do ROS run my package. What was that? My chatter. So here it is. So I was expecting to see hello world as a ROS input. So this ROS info, you have an idea about it. This ROS info is like print in this normal other languages like C++, printf. So it just prints the value, string value. I mean changing the value of whatever you want to string on the terminal. This is not publishing anything. It's just printing on the terminal. Okay. So this is the sorry, this line that doing so. So how I can see that is it this topic publishing? Open a new terminal. So if you run ROS topic list, you will see all the topics that is publishing in your ROS environment. ROS out and ROS out aggregation, aggregator. These are the AGG. These are the default topics that you have to expect to see. We're not going to discuss them. So chatter is what you have created. So if you say ROS topic echo what was that, chatter, this is the topic which is publishing, and the topic has the data which the content of data is hello world and with some content which is going to add 1 unit. So these are same, but this is just printing on terminal, but this is a topic which is available for other nodes to subscribe it. This is a publisher that we created. So let's stop it, and ROS core can be running, and let's go to create a listener. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to come to here, and again in a text editor, simple text editor, you're going to create listener node. So here again, ROS C++ listener. I mean, it was here. So in this tutorial that we had publisher, here we have listener too. So I mean, there are lots of tutorials. You can choose one of them, but I'm suggesting this. So again, copy and paste the whole listener thing. Oops. Okay. And save it inside your workspace, package, source. So give it a name, 02, not this, 02 CPP, and save. Again, let's delete the comments, we don't need them. Okay, it's ready. So you can see a slightly difference in the architecture between the chatter. So we have main as we had in the chatter, but here we have callback. So callback function, as we discussed, has the job that whenever the required topic, here is the chatter, is publishing a data, we have to go somewhere to get that data, and we create a function here, chatter callback. So it goes there and do the process of the data. But what is going to do? So this name should be the same name as we had here. This chatter. This is the chatter that is publishing from the 01. The name of topic of type a standard message a string. So we are going to subscribe to that topic. So we have to put the name here, and we are going to define a callback. So in callback, what we have is a standard message a string, because we know that the chatter data type is from standard message a string, and we are going to use a pointer, and message will be the data pointing, the pointer pointing to that data. So here just this prints out. Again, this is ROS info, similar to this one. Just prints out whatever it listens. We are not going to publish whatever it listens here. It is not part of the job we are going to do right now. So yeah, let's check the code if it's okay. Yeah, we are going to subscribe it, and we are going to get the data again. I'm changing to the string and printing it, and everything sounds fine. Again, save, and don't forget this is C++ code. We have to add it in CMake. Do the same for your listener. So these 3 lines, this should be 2, and this should be my listener. And for this and for this. So save, close. Let's make so let's make it again. Cat can, oops, cat can make. Yeah, you see that 02 is built. So there is no news from 01, because 01 has no change, didn't change anything, we didn't change it. So when you build once, it will not going to build it again, because it's already built. Okay, so we have it. Let's test. Here I'm going to run my chatter, because it's going to publish the chatter topic. So let's see if it's publishing. Yeah, it's publishing. So here I'm going to run the listener. Don't forget to source. What was that? My workspace, devel, and setup bash. And right now we can run it. My package, my listener. So it's going to listen and prints whatever it gets from the chatter, which is publishing by this node. Here is the chatter which is publishing. Okay, it listens to it and prints it. So let's do an example. So I'm going to cut the chatter and run the listener. So listener is subscribing to chatter, waiting for it, but there's no data to receive, so chatter callback function will not call because there is no data. So this, I hear the sentence will not be printed. So as soon as I started the chatter, let me put it like this. How can I get it out? Okay, I can't. So yeah, here is the listener doesn't print anything. Here is the chatter. I'm running the chatter, and here you see listener starts to print. So this is a simple chatter listener which listens to a standard message of type a string. So let's do it with Python. I'm closing this. Inside the same source, I'm going to do it Python very quick. ROS C++ Python chatter. Here it is. You come here again, copy and paste the whole code, open a normal text editor, paste it here, save it as 01 inside your source. Yeah, here, but don't forget to write the extension py, save it, it's here ready. So for Python, you know that we don't need to build. Let's see the code. So yeah, again, we import the standard message, we import a string from that, and here is the talker that again publishing chatter of type string, and this is initialization, this is the frequency of the node, and this is this constant structure similar to the previous tutorial in C++. So hello world, and this time just instead of count, it just prints the time. So there's no difference. So this is a string, one string with something else, like with an integer in previous example, here with time, doesn't matter. So here it's just prints on the terminal, and here it publishes as a topic. So everything seems fine. We save it. Don't forget to go to your package, src cd my package src, and for Python you have to run sudo change mode +x. It's going to make it executable. Yeah, just once, and your password. It's done. So let's run it. We have ROS core running, yes. So again, similar, ROS run my package 01, because we didn't choose a name for it, there's no need, and that pi. So pay attention, in Python nodes you have to say .py, you have to write it, but in C++ you don't have to. Actually, you don't have to write it. It causes error. But in Python you have to write it. So, yep. Here is this line you are seeing. Login for hello world plus some time, some data about time. So this is ROS time. This is not a role like, don't expect it to see like normal computer time. This is ROS time. I mean, they have same meaning, but it's different format. So let's see if this line works, publishing a chatter. Again, to see what is going on, ROS topic list. So yep, here is the chatter. Let's echo it. and here we have it with that time value. So let's do this for listener in Python. I'm closing this. So listener in Python again should be here. Yes, subscriber again, copy, and I'm using this and save and go to workspace source, my package source, give it a name like 02.python, save it. Yeah, let's delete this stuff. So what it does, it's basically again subscribe to chatter of type string and goes to a callback function, similar thing, and in callback function just prints the data, prints the data, yeah, here, of the chatter, the data which is this string hello plus the value for the time. So save it, and again don't forget to change its mode. We did it, oops, let's stop it. Yeah, so sudo change mode plus x, this time 021 pi, sorry, py. So yep, here it is. So let's run our chatter in Python here, and let's run run our chatter. Oops, we didn't source here. Run, yeah, source my workspace devel setup .bash. So right now let's run my package 02 02.py. So it says I'm listening, I hear, where is I? I is here. So we could put like this and save it and run it again. Yeah, I hear it. And this is the name of the name of the listener. We call it caller ID. So yeah, you can just delete it. This is an extra information. So if you notice, when you work in Python, you just change the code, you just save it and rerun it. There's no need for making. So here it is. If I cut the chatter, listener will stop. If I run it, listener will continue. So that's it. Yep, that's it. Okay.